Most advice about self-esteem asks you to think differently about yourself. Affirmations, reframes, a list of things to remember you're good at. For some people, on some days, that genuinely helps. For a lot of people, it just feels like one more thing to perform. A version of confidence you're supposed to talk yourself into rather than actually feel. Fiction does something different and quieter. It doesn't ask you to think better of yourself. It shows you someone else. Messy, contradictory, sometimes genuinely unlikable. And lets the entire weight of a novel be devoted to them anyway. Nobody's writing 300 pages about someone who doesn't matter. That sentence on its own is doing more work for your self-esteem than most affirmations manage, because it's not a claim about you. It's a structural fact about a person, a lot like you, taken seriously by an entire book. This is identification doing the actual labor. Maya Angelou's "I Know Why the Caged Birds Sing" works powerfully here. She doesn't present herself as already resolved or already wise. She lets you watch someone become someone, including the parts that don't flatter her. And the self-respect in that honesty is contagious in a way a confidence checklist never quite manages. I also look for protagonists who are allowed to be wrong without the narrative punishing them for it permanently. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman is a good example. An odd, prickly, completely specific person written with enough care that you finish the book liking her exactly as she is. Contradictions included. Spend enough time inside that kind of acceptance for someone else, and it tends to leak back toward yourself. What I avoid here is anything where the character's worth is conditional on them fixing themselves by the end. That's a self-help arc wearing a novel's clothing, and it quietly reinforces the idea that you're only worth the story once you're better. The books that actually help with self-esteem are the ones that never once ask the character to earn the attention they're already getting. Think about it for a moment, take your time, and then write one small page about what you feel about it. That's the only short exercise for today. I'll come back tomorrow. I hope you do too.